Hey guys, welcome back to another DMZ video. Today we're going to be talking about the new weapon that you can get from the Koschei complex, the Heated Madness, which you can see it here. And this thing looks sweet. It's also really not half bad as a weapon. Recoil is pretty nice on it. You saw it just had that little bit up and then it was just right on in the center. So this is definitely a weapon that you're going to want to get your hands on, and I'm going to show you how to get it step by step, and you might even be able to do it as a solo. Alright, these are all of the weapon parts that you need to collect to be able to unlock the Heated Madness. There is 5 of them. You don't have to collect them all at once. In fact, the first 3 that we're going to do, I would say do them one at a time. The last 2 are going to be in the same spot, so we'll do those together. The other 3 I did separate, and as soon as I got one, I extracted just so that I was safe. So the first piece of the weapon blueprint we're looking for is going to be the barrel. And the barrel is kind of in the middle of this area, and it's most likely going to be in one of these little like tunnels that you can find around the outside. So we're just going to kind of look around here. There's a factory admin key. We need that. Okay. These little like tunnels that are by these buildings that are around, I think there's 2 of them. Check through those because that's where I keep finding the barrel. So we didn't find it there. There it is. So yeah, you just want to kind of look, like I said, by these buildings. Before we go into the next attachment, spend some time looking at these hospitals and looting gas masks and radiation blockers, because we're going to be spending a lot of time in the gas in the next for the next attachment. And once you have an inventory full of either gas masks or radiation blockers, make your way over to the ruins over there on the west side of the map. I went right through this broken wall as soon as you come in the entry up there. See the broken wall, go through that, and then just kind of follow my path back. And back here is going to be the entry point. Alright, so here is our first area. And see all these open doors out here? Well, that open door. You need to search in those bunkers to try and find this weapon part. Actually, let's go ahead and check through here really quick. So yeah, you gotta check in the bunkers to see if you can find this piece. Okay, so we know it's not in here. Let's go ahead and shut that. Alright, so let's see here. Anywhere in here? Wait, what's this? Okay, the other thing that you need to do when you're looking for these parts is pick up these keys, because the part might be in a back room that you need 2 of these keys for. So they are the Defense Research Division Exit Key A and B. So you need to find both of those while you're looking around. Just keep your eyes out for them while you're looking for the weapon part. Just to look really quick. Yeah. It's not in here. Alright, we gotta go back to the first area. I should have looked through that first area. Oh, there's the other key. So we can go check that really quick. Alright, so right here, basically right after you get done with the last bunker, is a little door that has 2 keys. You just insert the keys and that'll open this door. And then you can check to see if the weapon part is in here. What's that? Radiation hazard.
Ultra One, increased enemy activity. Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Oh, there it is. So it was back here in this little secret room for me. But it has a chance to spawn back here, and it can spawn in one of the bunkers. Oh, there it is. So yeah, this one was back in the one of the bunkers. Before you go to the next part, make sure you try and find a rebreather. It'll make the next bit a little bit easier because you're gonna have to go up here to where Tarek Village is, and you're gonna have to go under this bridge and infill into that point up there. Alright, so the next piece is gonna be in here, and this is the one where you're gonna have to be in the water, which is why you want the rebreather for this area. Alright, so we've reached the hallway area here. And there's gonna be some lasers, some bots. So right where you come up here, this is a hole that you come up. You go right, and then you'll see these lasers in front of you. You go look right again. There's this little hole that you can destroy. Alright, so see, it blew open the wood here, so now you can go through it. And this is where you're going to want that rebreather, because this is all going to be underwater. Let's go ahead and equip that. And when you go into the water, swim through, you'll see this first opening. Let's try going through that. See this arrow back here? We'll open up that door. And sometimes back here, you can find the weapon part right there. So now we're going to keep looking, because there's other locations back here. And this is exactly why you kind of need this rebreather. Because you're going to be doing a lot of checking around back here. There's the weapon part. So here's another spot that it can spawn all the way in the back. I need to kind of start heading back. But yeah, you're going to have to look down in this area, and you're going to need a rebreather to be able to do it. Okay, this time before we go into the complex, we're going to want to find a couple pairs of jumper cables and some car batteries so we can open up the doors. Alright, so now I have 2 jumper cables, 2 car batteries. I should be good to head into getting the last 2 pieces. Make your way over to this parking garage. That's where I'm going to go to get in, and all you need is jumper cable and battery to get into the location. Looks like somebody's already been here. Okay, while you're wandering around in the first area you come into, look for these AQ laptops, because you're going to need 3 of them to be able to do the next part of this this weapon. So keep your eyes out for those and pick them up when you see them. Once you make it through the first area and you're into the dark area where you need the NVGs, look for one of these little buildings. They're kind of in the center of the area. You should know where they are after trying to get the first attachment. But inside here is an R4D detector, and you're going to need it for the very last attachment. So make sure that you have that with you before we go into the alpha cluster. Once you have the AQ laptops and the R4D detector, make your way around the outside edge of the map is where you're going to find the alpha cluster, and to be able to open it up, this is how you'll know that you have alpha cluster. You need to put a car battery and jumper cables on the electrical outlet in between the doors to be able to open it. Once you do that, you'll be able to open the doors and go into alpha cluster where the last 2 weapon attachments are. Once you get into alpha cluster, there's going to be a ton of hallways and turrets and bots in here that are going to try to kill you. So it can be a little bit confusing, but you kind of want to make your way back to the large open area, which is where you're going to be putting the computers at. Once you've dealt with the bots and you've gotten to this back area, you'll see that there's raised platforms that you can go out onto, and there's going to be clusters of terminals. And if you look, there's wires that are hanging off of these clusters, and that's where you're going to put these laptops. You have 3 that you need to find in this room that you're going to hook the laptops up to, and then a door is going to unlock in the back, far back left of this area. So you'll make your way back there, there will be a noise, you'll open up the door, and in there is going to be your 4th weapon piece, and then we just have one more that we have to get. To get the next piece, you're going to have to make your way all the way to the other side of the big giant room from where this door is. And you'll know you'll have the right spot where there's 2 turrets, a bunch of bots, and then there's a door that requires a key code for you to enter. You're going to want to take out that R4D detector and look at the door, because it's going to have some symbols on it that you're going to need to decode. Now what you need to do is you need to go around the room, and this can be the whole room. You need to look for these blackboards, and on the blackboard you're going to take out that R4D detector, and there's going to be a bunch of writing. You're going to look for something that has that symbol and then a number with it, and you're going to record 3 different numbers from these blackboards, and you're going to have to just look around to find where all the blackboards are, because there's a bunch of them, and some of them might not have anything, but they're going to look like this. Once you've gathered all of the numbers from the blackboard, make your way back to where that door is, put in the code, door will open, and your last weapon part will be in there. All you have to do now is extract the weapon parts, and you will have the blueprint. You will be able to put it on and use it in game. I hope you guys enjoy your new weapon. If this video helped you out, consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the DSF family. I do live streams Friday nights, and I help with missions, and I will help with getting these weapon parts if you need it, and even the weapon cases. So come by Fridays. We also have a new membership that I've set up, and you can get priority mission help for the DMZ. So check that out too, and we'll see you guys in the next video.